The script and all the musical featured in tonight's performance were written by the wildly talented Etta Hughes and Carolyn Phillips Schultz. Right? Acted by the hardworking students of the ELC Drama Club and directed by myself, Naomi Biebling.
And me, Laurel Huntsberger.
This production has been no easy undertaking, and we are so grateful for all the support we've received along the way. First of all, we would love to thank Lisa Packard and her endless support.
Okay. Big thanks to Unity Environmental University for gifting us the Clifford Arts and Student Center that will serve as a wonderful resource for years to come.
Thank you to John Jurchek, who unfortunately could not be here tonight, but he was such an incredible pillar of support throughout this whole process, and he was definitely one of the biggest contributors to the product we have tonight. So, thanks, Larry. Lastly, where would we be without you? Our community, our family, our friends, our peers, even some teachers. Thank you so much for showing up when we really needed it. So, yeah.
This? Yes. Part of proceeds from tickets go to Land in Common and Mid-Coast Conservancy. That's very random. This musical does consist of 2 parts. There will be a 15-minute intermission. Feel free to get up, stretch your legs, or use the bathroom, which are located downstairs to the left. Also, art gallery. Enjoy that during that same time. Make sure phones are on silent, and please refrain from using flash photography during the performance.
All right, and without further ado, we present to you If a Tree Falls.
A story about breaking, a story about lightheartedly keeps moving.
Could I whisper of the river?
Strong and flows on forever. Let me sing to you of time. Running by. Could I tell you about the sky? Vast and open wide. Might I tell you of the sea? Vast and open wide. Might I sing to you of time? Stretching endless and free.
Let me sing to you of time. By and by.
Time.
Is a funny thing. It stretches and bends however it sees fit.
Twisting and turning when we least expect.
Time is cruel.
Time has no character at all.
It just carries us along in its listless arms.
And all we can do is hold on tightly.
And hope that time
Is
is kind to us.
You came here for a story. It's one you've heard before, told 1,000 different ways by many different mouths and pens. But this is our story, the way that we remember it. So listen and imagine that this is the beginning.
Wake up!
Village boy, you've made a home amongst our leaves. Your heart wide open. You're hiding here with no one you need to please. Let us in. Let us in. You can see us, but can you hear us, village boy? You can see us, but can you hear us, village boy? Listen, listen.
Hello. Who are you? I mean you no harm.
You're a nymph.
Yes, and you are a village boy. What of it?
Nothing. I just thought. Never mind. Sorry. I'm Jamie.
Adara. What are you doing here?
Just drawing.
No, why have you been here?
Like yesterday, last week. Oh. Truthfully, it's easier. My village is loud. The streets smell. And I prefer the quiet of the forest. Why were you watching me?
We keep tabs on all the villagers who regularly visit the forest.
We.
The people who call this forest home. Despite what your mayor and fellow villagers may believe, we're not so different from you.
Look, I hate to break this to you, but generally we don't go around spying on people. Speaking of which, how long?
Since you've been coming here? A few years?
Of course. So why show yourself now?
The trees were singing about you.
The trees? What?
Can you not hear them?
Why would they be singing for me?
They have their reasons.
Well, if the trees are singing about me, I can't hear them. Sorry.
Are you listening?
As far as I know,
But are you really listening?
my ears are peeled. I don't hear anything.
Then don't listen with your ears. Listen with your whole body. It's a feeling more than a sound. Village boy, you've made a home amongst our leaves with your heart wide open. You hide in here with no one you need to please. Let us in, let us in. You
Don't you understand? But Lear, the two saying to him they've never done that before. And every passing day the village seems to hate us more. This could be the way to change their minds. Get someone on the inside. If he can understand us, maybe they can too. If he can act to help us, maybe they'll follow suit. This could be the way to turn the tide. He could be the one on the inside. He could be the bridge between two worlds. Between two worlds. They're the two saying to him they've never done that before. Every passing day the village seems to hate us more. This could be the way to turn the tide. Get someone on the inside.
You have always been hard-headed, little sister, but now is not
This
the
is
time.
exactly the time. If you won't let me be part of the resistance, I need to find my own ways of helping.
By making friends with our enemy?
By teaching a boy that we are not the enemy.
Oh, Adara, I wish it were that simple.
I think it can be, Lyra. Throwing our bodies in front of their axes is no long-term solution. If we want to change things, we have to teach the village what it is they are mindlessly destroying. How is the resistance going?
The same. But tensions are escalating. We block a cutting, they come back with more men. I don't know how long we can keep this up without bloodshed.
This is what I mean. I think I can help this way. Just let me try.
No, Adara, it's too dangerous.
Fighting is dangerous. I don't think he is.
Adara, I am not about to change my mind. About the resistance or about the boy. Do you understand?
Here I stand, another day.
A day of sacrifice that can't keep the hunger at bay.
And the air is hot where we clear the trees away.
Here we are, another day. We do what we have to do. Doesn't anyone? We do what we have to do. The world that never cared for us. And it don't matter what you think is wrong or right. If you want a shot at living through the night, if it's a fight and it's a struggle just to keep food on the table, work as hard as you're able now. 'Cause we gotta pay the bills somehow.
slopes. We'll have to make it up in lumber. If we can get enough profit from wood, we can easily buy all the food we need from neighboring villages.
What about the nymphs? There are so many of them now. It's hard to get around them. How are we going to cut enough lumber?
I will send you a crew for extra backup. I'm sorry, that's all I have to offer.
Try to get around them best you can without starting a fight.
You're late.
I'm sorry, Father.
I was worried about you.
I'm sorry.
I expect better from you. Now go. Sister needs an extra set of hands.
Yes, Father.
Hello, and what was it you needed?
With all the lumber being sent down the river, there's not enough wood to continue construction in the village.
If you can, join the third quadrant cutting trees. When we've repaid our debts to the south, we'll have extra wood for construction.
It's been so dry, so hot since the ridge was cleared. Could there be another way? Could there be another way? Help us somehow. Unless we can just wait for the rain. Help us somehow. Unless we can just wait for the rain.
Good people, I wish I could tell you there was another way. Cutting lumber is our only hope if we want to survive.
We do what we have to do. Doesn't anyone? We do what we have to do in a world that never cared for us. And it don't matter what you think is wrong or right. If you want a shot at living through the night, it's a fight and it's a struggle just to keep food on the table. Work as hard as you're able now, 'cause we gotta pay the bills somehow.
And where have you been?
I was lost.
You've never been lost. Jamie,
Fine. I met a nymph.
you what?
I met a nymph. And she was really lovely.
Oh, she was lovely.
Yes, she was. And I am going to see her again tomorrow.
No, you're not.
Peggy, please. Would you actually bother to stop me?
Probably not.
Great. Stay out of it.
Fine. Help me file these complaint reports.
There's a boy from the village who has always felt more at home in the forest. So when he meets a girl who is more forest than human, he can't stop himself from going back to her. So again and again he finds her, and as the weeks go by, she begins to trust him.
Good morning.
Hi, Jamie.
How is the forest princess doing today?
I was beginning to think you weren't coming.
I know. I'm sorry. I was looking for this. I wanted to show it to you.
Oh, Jamie, these are beautiful.
They're not all mine. My mother loved the forest, and she would spend hours making these sketches. This is one of hers. It's just been collecting dust since she died, but I found it a little while ago and thought I'd try to finish it.
Your mother was lovely.
She was. You knew her.
Yes. Well, I was very little, but my parents knew her well.
And your parents, they're...
The logs on the river jammed, and the workers used explosives to try to dislodge them. They were in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault. None of it was purposeful. It was a long time ago.
That doesn't make it easier. So, it was your sister who raised you?
And yours too?
Mostly. I do have my father, but he's never been the same since Mom died.
It's hard to keep your heart open after you lose someone you love. After my parents died, my sister seemed to stop believing there could ever be peace between the village and the forest.
Do you think there could be?
I think we need to try. You have a lot of power in this situation. Do you know that?
No, I don't.
Well, you're a villager, and you understand the forest. You could show them.
What I say, they don't listen to me.
Have you tried? You were asking about the book?
Yeah. I was hoping that you could tell me what's missing. Help me better understand what's here.
There's so much that could go in here, but for starters, you should put a hermit thrush on this page.
Yes, ma'am?
And, oh, black trumpets prefer to grow near beech, not poplar trees.
And of course, the forest princess needs a page.
Don't call me that.
Right. Well, Adara can be your common name, and that will be your scientific name. How does that sound? Just hold still.
Jamie? I need you to promise me something.
Anything.
I'm serious.
Yes?
Whatever happens between our people, remember who you are. Don't let your upbringing change what you know is right.
Of course.
Promise me, no matter what your father says, you will never harm a part of this forest.
Adara, I swear to you, I will never harm you, nor a part of this forest. You can keep teaching me about trees and birdsong. I won't forget. I promise.
Thank you.
Now, may I?
There is a village boy who is slowly becoming more a part of the forest. His father grows restless, and the boy retreats into the shadows the trees cast. He's always felt more at home here, and that is becoming more true by the day. Time passes.
The bright green of late spring darkens into midsummer.
They find each other in every waking moment, as people usually tend to do when they are beginning to fall in love.
But don't worry,
This isn't that kind of story. Perhaps it could have been in another time.
You see me for who I am,
And you make no move to judge it.
you do your best to understand.
A world you were told to ignore.
It's wonderful. And though we are not birds of a feather,
And we are not written in the stars.
but we were never meant to be together.
But somehow
ground is so thirsty it cracks a little wider each day. A million mouths open, waiting. The crops in the village fail.
Every last one.
Few know how to find food in the forest, so they are hungry. They can buy food from the neighboring villages if they have the means, and their wealth is wood. And the nymphs block the cutting every chance they get. Tom grows desperate, and his desperation stirs old grief. And his grief
Is an anger the world will have to bear.
Papa? Papa, I need to talk to you.
You're here. I need to speak with you as well. It's urgent.
Yes, but
I'm writing a letter to the West Village requesting military aid to deal with this a nymph problem of ours.
well, that's what I came to talk to you.
I would really like your input on it.
Papa! It's Jamie. He left home yesterday morning and I haven't seen him since. He never stays out overnight. Never.
So?
He's your son! Don't you care?
Of course I care, Peggy. But Jamie has never been a dependable person. And he always comes back.
But what if
Enough, Peggy. We have more pressing matters to discuss.
But
Peggy, listen. I think I figured out a solution to our drought problem. So you know how the nymphs have been blocking our clear-cutting projects? Well, we can't have that. If we can't send any lumber down the river, we can't afford to buy food from neighboring villages. Worse yet, we can't afford to pay our workers. If those workers don't get paid for a week, their whole family will starve. As mayor, I won't let that happen. I know you care about the village as much as I do.
yes.
We can't let them continue to block our clear-cutting projects.
So you're suggesting that we go to war with the nymphs?
Well, no. More like we relocate them.
And what happens if they fight back?
Then we fight back harder, damn it!
Do you really think that this will be good for our economy? I mean, we'll have to make weapons, boots, and uniforms. And this whole time that we're fighting, we won't be sending any lumber down the river.
Being a leader is not about doing what's best for your people in the present. It's about giving them a future. Do you understand?
Yes, but what about all the people who will die?
Peggy, they will be remembered for their sacrifice. Now I've written a letter to the West Village asking for military aid. I want you to deliver it.
Alone? That's over a day's walk through nearly...
Peggy, enough. Go get your things together.
But what about...
You'll be fine, Peggy. It's time to get going.
Yes, of course. Sorry. If you see Jamie, tell him I was looking for him. Papa? I was always the obedient one, all smiles, the perfect daughter. I was always the obedient one, but sometimes
are you doing here? Jinx?
I know. I know.
If he goes through with this, all of those people.
I know. That's what I said. But oh, you know him, Jamie. Ever since Mom. He can be reasoned with, though. I'm sure with the right arguments, we can come to a solution that doesn't put our people in harm's way.
No, Peggy, the nymphs. They're defenseless to this kind of thing. They could maybe hold their own against just our village, but this?
The nymphs? You're worried about a bunch of trees? Jamie, these are our friends, our family that we're going to lose. Not to mention most of the workforce of the village.
I'm glad you're so selfishly concerned.
Oh yes, terrible that I might think of my own flesh and blood before I think of a bunch of trees. Jamie, you've been spending too much time in the forest. Come back. Help me.
I can't.
Who's the selfish one now?
You see that tree behind you?
How could I miss it? Bigger than a town hall and sawmill combined.
Exactly. The nymphs call it their mother.
So?
So it's ancient, older than the forest itself. Can't you appreciate that there is something incredibly beautiful about that? That this and the forest are worth protecting?
Of course I can, Jamie. But our people need to come first.
And what about their people? Shouldn't the nymphs get to protect their own too?
Look, Jamie, we both want the same thing.
So, you're not going to deliver this?
No, I'm not. I just have to stay here long enough so that it's not unsuspicious. And then I'll return with a forged letter, extra loopy, just like the man from the West Village.
That won't stop the war.
It could.
Peggy, it won't.
No, but it's a start. It will buy us some time.
You're done playing obedient.
You too.
If I ran away, not now, just if the war starts, could you forgive me?
Where to?
I don't know. Somewhere safe. I couldn't bear to fight, and I feel like there's got to be a better way to live. Somewhere.
Well, would it make you happy? Starting over like that?
I think so. Yes.
And of course I could forgive you.
Peggy? Don't forget that I love you. It was never sent. I made sure. But he won't just give up because he didn't receive a response.
But you've bought us some time. Now that we know what they're planning, we can be prepared.
No, I don't think you understand. My father will not stop until he has cleared enough of the forest to compensate for the drought. He will kill any nymph who stands in his way.
Maybe not. Not if we can stop him.
We can't. Run away with me. If I stay, I will be forced to fight. I can't do that. The village isn't my home, and the forest can't be either. Not really. But you can be. You are. And if we leave before a war starts, that doesn't have to change.
Jamie, I have a home. It's right here. And I'm going to fight for it.
Imagine us, just the two of us, under a crystal sky. No one wanted directions, no expectations. We can just smile and watch the world pass us by. Imagine us, the world ours to explore without this war telling us that we should be on different sides. Can you feel the wind on your face as we slip away? Find somewhere that we could be happy. If you follow me, please follow me. Just put one foot in front of the other. Take one step and then take another.
Jamie, you know that I could never come along. If we run, we'll turn around, and this forest will be gone.
You think your one breath, your one life could change that? 1,000 men against you, there is nothing you can do. You might as well be happy. Might as well follow me.
This is my home. I could not go
In front of the
not
other.
even if I wanted to.
Just take
Not
one
even for you. This is my home. And I could never be happy knowing I abandoned my world. Talk to your father, Jamie. You can be the bridge between the two sides. We need your help.
What would I say? He doesn't listen to me.
Then make him believe it's his idea. Give him an offer that looks more appealing than war. The forest and the village have reached agreements before. If your people are willing to slow the cutting, we can help you live through the drought. Please, Jamie, we need you.
News travels fast.
Soon the whole forest knows about the letter.
News like that does not sit well.
It causes stirs where once there was peace. It upsets even the most peaceful of places, the most gentle of hearts. When your home is threatened, what else is there to do but fight?
My whole life spent working for a goal that's further away than it's ever been. All I wanted was peace. So why is it that I have to keep fighting them? The village, they won't listen to words. They won't listen to reason. So I knew this was coming. I just hoped it wouldn't be so soon. Oh, what will you have me do? Dear ones
Sparks of these fly in all of us.
What
More
place-
in some than most.
But place a spark in fields of dry grass.
Or in a village of dry, dying crops.
The inferno that lights is not an easy one to control.
Father? Father,
Yes?
I have a proposal for planning the next action step in the war.
Oh. Wonderful. It's not like you to take this kind of initiative. What are you thinking?
I was thinking, we don't have to attack the nymphs right away. We've reached agreements with them before. We could.
You can't reason with animals, Jamie.
They're not, Father, they're not so different from us. But they know how to survive this drought. They're thriving. If we could just reach out to them for help, and
Jamie,
maybe we...
no. Tensions are too great between our peoples as is. The only outreach they'll respond to is the reach of a blade attached to the arm of a villager.
Father, please.
Enough. You're just like your mother.
What do you mean?
You know exactly what I mean. She loved the forest, just like you.
And
She died.
not because of the forest.
I'm sure that's what you like to think. Things aren't always that simple, Jamie.
It was an accident.
It was your nymphs.
What are you talking about?
They convinced her to work against me. They used her as their tool to get through to me. When her begging me to stop the logging didn't work, they stole her away from us.
So she died in a resistance.
No. When she failed to convert me, they killed her.
Father, I know them. They're peaceful.
She thought so too. And look what happened.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because I love you, son. I don't want you to make the same mistake she did.
Father,
Jamie, please. I can't bear to lose you too.
You will always be tied to the place you were born.
To the people who raised you. And the system that sustains you.
It is easy to have morals when you don't have to act on them.
Easy to believe in one thing, but live in accordance with the other.
No matter how much Jamie loves the forest or his forest princess,
His heart still beats with the blood his family passed to him.
And now, those heartstrings are tugging at him.
you can love and be loved, but blood is blood.
Shed.
Or shared.
Because in the end, all a person really wants is to belong.
In the end.
We are all bound by our ghosts.
I should have known. I should have known. Why does this all make so much sense? Why she let me in, made me part of her world from the moment she saw me. I was her strategy, a way to get through. Yet how can I trust him? The man who's always been one step ahead, no matter where you stand. So I'd be wrong to follow him blindly, and I'd be wrong to think she truly loved me. I have always been a tool to you, to both of you. You knew you could do what you want with me, and now I have to choose between the world I love and the one I know by heart. When she says yes, he says no. She says stay, he says go. Who am I to choose between the two of you? Oh. bloodshed on both sides. Everyone will lose a life. So who do I fight alongside? When she says yes, he says no. She says stay, he says go. Who am I to choose between the two of you? Oh, one foot here, one foot there. I am not anywhere. She's attached to both sides. Who am I to decide between two worlds? Between two worlds. Between two worlds. Does it even matter what I choose when I am helpless to changing the way things are? Between two worlds, between two worlds, between two worlds.
Our mother lives deep in the forest.
Oh, wonderful. You sent the letter.
In a low valley she stands, arms outstretched.
Yes, her arms are long, her roots are deep.
And their response?
She is bound to the whole forest.
What do they mean they won't accept? It was a flawless proposal. There was no reason for them not to help.
She is our very life force.
Did you have some part in this?
But she is not unbreakable.
I've come to propose an alternative solution.
You disobeyed my orders? I will not allow you to continue to humiliate me.
Father, please. There's a tree. Just one tree. It's big enough to bring us out of this crisis. I've seen it.
I know. This isn't news to me. It's not worth the resources to try and bring it down.
But the last time someone tried was decades ago. We have
Enough! Jamie is a lost cause, and I need you by my side. Your job is to carry out orders. You're the only person I feel I can trust. Do not give me another reason not to. Good people, you are gathered here today because we have reached a time of great crisis. You have suffered, and you have struggled. The land has shown us no mercy. The time has come that we must rise and take back the forest as our own. And we will claim but we will not fall prey to the wrath of mere elements.
We will not.
Or the wrath of the untamed people of the forest. We will rise! And we will fight! And we will claim the forest as our own, for it is our right!
Tomorrow they will go and fight.
Good people, this is the only way we can hope to survive. The only way we can ensure that our children will be fed.
There's no time to waste. We can't live on
something deep within us
breaks.
We're running out of time.
And we march at dawn.
Grief.
Anger.
Fear.
These sparks have caught fire in Jamie. A fire he's afraid he can't douse. A fire he's afraid will sway his once gentle heart. Who are you when those who know you disappear?
As lost throws silent echoes over the forest, as I fall away from light, I fall away from sound. Was that the last moment I would feel the earth turning? You were the one who held me when I cried, who kissed me goodnight and woke me in the mornings. And now that I've seen the light leave your eyes, how can I count on sunrise? I find myself alone now, don't know who to trust now. I might as well disappear. Hear the silence call me, feel the darkness hold me. I wanna fall in Who is this I'm becoming? In search of simple revenge. Who am I now? I barely recognize myself. Who am I now? Who am I now?
Jamie?
Please, leave.
Jamie, what happened?
Adara, leave me alone.
Jamie,
You promised your people were peaceful, but you're murderers.
what are you talking about?
Peggy and my mother.
God, I'm so sorry, Jamie. But your mother was not killed by nymphs.
How would you know that?
My sister was there. She was protecting a birch grove. She was killed by one of the trees that was felled.
Why should I believe you?
Jamie, I promise my people are peaceful. I don't know how this could have happened.
I do.
That's not fair.
Don't give me that. I have always been a tool to you, admit it. From the moment you saw me, I was your strategy. I was your way in. What else do you have planned for me?
Jamie, you know it's not like that. I care for you. I've always cared.
Then why didn't you come when I asked?
I couldn't have. You know that.
It's not too late.
Jamie,
Please, Dara, I don't know who to be anymore.
I know.
I can't fight against you.
Then don't.
There are two sides. There's not a space in between.
The point was never figuring out what side to choose. It was creating a world where you could choose both.
I
That's all I was trying to
tried.
help
I
you.
talked to my father. I tried.
You didn't try hard enough. You hardly started before you gave up.
Jamie, he's not an easy man to convince.
No one ever said this was going to be easy. It's the right thing to do. Please.
Dara, I feel so trapped. Please come with me.
Your entire village is about to attack us, Jamie. My home, everyone I love. Your ranks outnumber ours tenfold. Your weapons are stronger. I am not about to abandon my home. I'm sorry. Do what you will. Run or fight for whichever side you choose. Just know, should you choose to be my enemy, you will have to go.
I have to stand by my family. I have to avenge my sister.
You're a coward. You think you don't know, but
I love you! I know that! And no matter what side you're on, that won't change. So maybe that makes you the coward, because you can't love someone and also oppose them.
I do, Jamie. But it is impossible now. We can love each other and fight opposite sides of a war. I wish you well. Goodbye. Jamie? Wait. This could be the last time. I might never see you again. The one I found wandering the forest
would wake up early to catch the sunrise, turn to see you beside me, the sky reflected in your eyes, and I'd hold you then, and I wouldn't let go. I'd still be holding on when winter came with the snow, and I'd tell you how grateful I was to spend this life just the two of us. So I ask you now, where would we go if the world was ours to explore? What would we do if there was nothing we had to fight for? Who would we be if there were no sides to this war? Who would we be? I would take your hand and I would run, show you the mountains, show you the sun, and I would love you every moment, and I would wish that every day could last forever. There is no limit to how far we would go if the world was ours to explore. The things we could do, the lives we could live without this war. Would we be? I'm sorry. Goodbye, Jamie. Leah?
What are you doing here?
I'm sorry.
What is it, Ara? Come here. Jamie left to fight today. I thought he wouldn't. Maybe he said he loved me and he promised he would try to protect us, but he barely even tried, and I was so angry. He's gone. Oh, Adara. I'm so sorry. It's hard to lose someone we love, especially when they're leaving. Feels as if they had died. But it's not just that. I've let another person fight against the forest. I failed. I thought I could make something change. You cannot fail when it was not in your power to succeed. Here. Let the violet dusk be your comfort.
Mama's lullaby.
For the night is a gentle thing. Let the wind wipe away your tears until you remember
mention anything about someone being killed by a nymph?
Yes. You were there.
She was attacking the mother tree. She had an axe, and when she went in for the first swing, I didn't mean to kill her.
No. No. What were you thinking? The village gained every bit of anger. All that hatred they didn't have before this. If there was a chance of turning things around, there certainly is none now. That was Jamie's sister, the mayor's own daughter.
Adora, I swear to the forest herself, I didn't mean to, but
No.
Adora, I watched her die. I watched her eyes. They were so full of fear, pain, regret, and then suddenly nothing. Absolutely nothing. And when I saw that, all I could think about was you. How I would hold you as a baby and sing you to sleep. That girl, Jamie's sister, she had someone who would hold her like that. Someone who would kiss her when she cried and dream of the wonderful future for the beautiful child she was. Years, Ara, years it took to raise her. It took her less than a minute to die.
Here. Let me take this. You've done enough fighting. And when sleep cannot find you, and you scream out from the dark, struggling against the shadow
So, I'm sorry I never was much of a father to you. You'd bring me dolls made out of twigs and leaves. I never thanked you. I wanted you to grow up faster, but you kept every one of them. And then you did. I was so proud of you. I wish I told you that sooner. You were so strong. It never occurred to me that you could break or fall. If I was a father to you instead of a general, I would have thought to protect you better. But I hadn't. But I lost the best soldier I had. I lost my daughter. I'm sorry, Peggy. I wished I'd used our time better. I wish we had more time.
Time.
What is it, son?
You should know that her last act was trying to stop your war. She cared so much about this village and its people.
I know.
I know you're still going to send us to fight, especially now that they've taken your wife and your daughter. I came here to tell you that I will stand with you.
What changed?
They took my mother and sister. Peggy loved this village. I want to fight for it.
Good man.
Tell me what I need to know.
Square your shoulders.
Feel your feet steady on the ground.
Hold your head high.
Don't look them in the eye. How can I take a life that isn't mine?
Your heart will race.
Let it run.
Be smart.
Don't think twice. Don't
No,
be so gentle. But they are people,
Not as we
not as
are.
we are.
They can't be.
One more thing.
Listen closely.
No matter what happens.
No matter what happens, don't be the one to fall. 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 Don't be the one to fall.
the smoke throws steamy shadows over the forest, a step away from light, a step away from sound. For a moment I can feel the earth turning. Here trilliums bloomed crimson in the spring. Here spotted frogs played in the river. Clear water and the light shone through the leaves. A thousand shades of green. But in this world reduced to black and white, is it still worth hoping? Will the ash clear? Will the flowers bloom again? Will the smoke fade? Will the sky be blue? Will the rain fall? Will it snow again? Is it still worth hoping? Is it still worth hoping? I fought their war, and I will lose. Who am I if I play by their rules? Smoke hides the light.
seen that mask before.
You've never hated anything so much as that mask.
Avenge your sister, Jamie!
Revenge is not in your nature, Jamie.
Shh! Vengeance is the nature of us all.
Gentle, Jamie.
Jamie!
Wait!
One moment, and your life is changed. Within a single choice.
Too late, he realizes too late, sees who she is too late, too late.
You made me feel beautiful. Who am I now?
You say my people were born from the forest when the trees could not protect themselves. So if I die defending the forest, then I have lived my life well.
Oh, if I could turn back time, if I could stop the world right here, retrace my steps, lay down my knife, give you the one I held so dear, back your life.
Jamie, you are living in the past. What's done is done. There is no going back. From here, you need to find a way forward. Decide how you will live in this poor world. Just put one foot in front of the other. Take one step and then take another. And no one is too small to change the world for the better. You are not too small.
Take one breath and then take another. Please give me one breath. Just one breath.
Suddenly, I can hear you. Out of the darkest of places, you're still singing to me. After all that I've destroyed, every mistake I've made, you're still singing. I can hear you. I am listening. My heart's wide open. I'll break my heart wide open. So this is my living promise to you. Let this be my living promise to you. As long as I have breath, I'll sing. As long as I can stand, I'll stand tall. As long as there's a heart ready to give it all, then it's worth hoping. Then it's worth hoping. As long as I have breath, I'll sing. As long as I can stand, I'll stand tall. As long as there's a heart ready to give it all, then it's worth hoping. Then it is worth hoping. I know what you've lost. It's torn you apart, as it has me, as it has me. Look around. Can't you see where hatred leads? Can't you see? Can't you see?
Time is a funny thing. It stretches and bends however it sees fit.
Twisting and turning when we least expect.
Time is cruel.
Time has no character at all. It just carries us along in its listless arms.
And all we can do is hold on tightly.
And hope that time
Is kind to us.
and yet
We are often not as helpless as we believe.
Time
wind. She lightheartedly keeps moving.